We got one over here. Hi, Fort Hyper Creature. Recently, when you guys were talking about Assassin's Creed, it reminded me of the worst retcon I've seen in a game. In Odyssey, the first DLC has your character meet an old Persian assassin on the run with their adult child, either a son or daughter, depending on your character's gender. Over the course of its first 2 episodes, the game implies that you and them have feelings for each other, eventually leading to the beginning of the 3rd episode, where, after a brief time skip, it reveals that you and them now have an infant child. The issue is that Odyssey is a large open-world RPG with literally dozens of romance options, so many of them can be same-sex. If you can imagine the surprise of many players when their character, who's possibly already in a relationship or even gay, suddenly found themselves in a hetero relationship with a baby. People were understandably furious, but the baby plot has significance for the franchise, so Ubisoft couldn't just delete it. So the solution was adding a moment in the 3rd episode where your baby mama or daddy tells you how happy they are, and you can reply by angrily telling them that you only slept with them to continue your bloodline.
So Assassin's Creed is uniquely poorly suited to any kind of romance options because the in-game technology only works on biological descendants.
Oh, man. You, the player, though, get to choose how salty to be. I only wanted you for the sperm to continue the bloodline. Get the fuck out of here, breeder.
Yeah, no, it's
wow.
Makes me wonder. So it makes me wonder what they were thinking, and I think what they were thinking of is you can't make an Assassin's Creed game in Greece during the era and not let you do gay shit. That would be absolutely fucking anti-historical ridiculous. And then they were like, "Oh,
but the bloodline must continue."
Wait, fuck. Oh, what do we do? Fuck it.
So yeah. Oh man, what a fucking fumble. What's your favorite bad attempt at a retcon that you remember? I mean, that's amazing because
that's pretty great.
Yeah, the game must encompass this option no matter what you played.
I think my favorite bad retcon is if you play the Metal Gear Solid franchise in chronological order, and Ocelot is Ocelot's greatest enemy because all of his plans in chronological order are all working against themselves. His plans only make sense in reveal order. In chronological, you're like, why would you do this? I know you want to do this later, you fucking idiot.
I think if God, I can't pull it all point by point to brain right now, but I feel like the place I landed at was Ocelot was an opportunist, not a schemer. And when the wind blows, he would fucking switch his allegiance to do what would work, and thus leading him into the final fucking fake arm battle at the end of all things. I think he's winging it. I think he's going with the wind.
Being possessed by this ghost.
I think he's looking at the way shit's planning out and everybody's plotting, and I think Ocelot is going, "Oh shit, okay, time for me to do this then." And in between
Big Boss would have plotted real good.
And in between games, he's just going where the fucking wind blows, you know? He couldn't have seen that fucking the end of 4 coming, but he set himself up so that once it happened, he was like, "Yeah, I'll roll with it. I'll just LARP."
Like Ocelot's plans in a diagram are like have a bunch of looping circles back on themselves and then reverse it. It's
and fucking... in a world where Kojima is your god and plot is all based on his writing and machinations, is Ocelot not right to operate that way?
I guess, yeah. I guess.
I'm going to go ahead and say, obviously, Patricia and Alex in the recent, Street Fighter shit.
He's like some kind of relative of my mom or whatever.
Whatever that means.
I can't smell the blood, so it's all good. Oh, come on, Alex.
first cousins or whatever, friends or whatever, heavy lifting on whatever. But I think an all-time
That baby gonna come out googly, and I'm gonna love it no matter what.
Boomerang Raid. I think an all-time favorite is, you know, going back to Other M, the relationship between Samus and Adam, and everything that had nothing to do with Team Ninja's gameplay.
It's just so. It's just like there's a lot of things you could rail on for Other M, and Lord knows I have. But the weirdest thing about Other M is that she just doesn't act anything like she does in any other game at all. Like there's no overlap at all. And then he goes, "Well, she was always like this." Like what? No, she wasn't.
I'm glad that they salvaged the counter mechanic and pulled that into a proper Metroid game. Thus, the cool things that I liked about Other M live on without Other M.